Just high, and I went bought a whip for my brother. Same body but two different colors. And I might just have to get another. Small price cause he kept it 100.
Now niggas see me, I personally check. So with your eyes, you look good. I'm old.
Yeah. 2025 NFL divisions. Yeah. The lighting is off. We on deck with it though. Watching Cowboys Eagles right now.
Buy the Old Spice NFL collection.
54 cents already? They finna hit me something crucial.
Old Spice NFL collection. Old Spice NFL collection.
Eagles right now. What's good with y'all? What's going down? You feel me? Snax on Sports. I'm back with another one. You did. What y'all on, gang? NFL season has started. You feel me? Dallas up on Philly right now. 17-14. I'm sure some of y'all is watching that. But yeah, that's what we on right now. You did. Yeah, what y'all on, gang? Snax on Sports. I'm back with another one. And I'm finna go ahead on and give all my predictions for the whole season. I'm finna get it all out the way right now. I'm finna predict who gonna be in the Super Bowl, who gonna win the Super Bowl, division winners, conference champions. I'm finna predict MVP, who gonna win the MVP. I'm finna predict who gonna win the Defensive Player of the Year award, Offensive Player of the Year award. You understand me? I'm finna predict all that. So strap in your seats, buddy. We finna get it in. I'm just waiting on this sun to kind of go down by where this right here, where this, because the sun beaming, right? But it's a building right here. The sun is kind of like setting, so it's about to go up under this little building and be, you know what I'm saying, hide behind the building. So I'm just waiting on it to do that. You feel me? But watching this Philly Eagles Cowboys game, before the game, they was talking about Super Bowl 60 this year, right? It's gonna be here in the Bay. They was talking about Super Bowl 60, and then they referenced how the Cowboys is playing and how it's been 30 years since they've been to the Super Bowl. I said, God, dog. 30 years, almost ain't been in that thing in 30 years. At least we've been there. You know what I'm saying? What's up with it, Goated? Are the Cowgirls good? Hey, Cowgirls look kind of good right now. I can't even front. I ain't even gonna hold you. That defense is like they ain't able to contain, keep Jalen Hurts contained. He looking like Pat Mahomes out here. You feel me? But as far as offensively, they doing their thing. You dig? But yeah, they said, I'm like, man, at least the Niners, you know what I'm saying? We done lost 3 damn Super Bowls in a row. But at least we done been there like 3 times in the past, 13 years? 2 times in the past 4 years. Or I guess 6 years now. You remember about 5 years. No, about 5 years. Because the 19 season, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah. We've been in 2 Super Bowls in the past 6 years. 19 and 23. Go to say, the more I think about the Michael Parsons trade, the more I think Jerry might have been cooking the bit. Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's all I'm saying is because the reason why I'm saying that is because of the fact that it's too much money, bro. I'm sorry, like it's too much money, bro. Like that man getting paid $47 million a year, big dog. And I'm sorry. So I agree with you, Goated, that he don't deserve $47 million a year. But like I said, you deserve whatever a team pay you. You feel me? So he deserve it, but he don't really deserve it. Yeah, you know, like he's not a $47 million a year defensive player, bro. He just not. Now I understand. You know, that's the going rate, or not the going rate, but you know, I understand it's a next man up mentality as far as like I think TJ Watt was the last one to get. TJ Watt was the last great defensive player to get paid before him, and he got $41 million a year. Man, Green Bay said, F that, we finna go up the whole $6 million. We ain't finna give him 42, 43, 44, 45. We finna give him 47 a year. So I'm telling you, Goated, I really think that the Cowboys dodged a bullet with this one, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they more than likely still gonna be the same team. You know what I'm saying? I don't see them winning the Super Bowl or nothing like that. You feel me? But they more than likely gonna be the same kind of team. You know what I'm saying? If Dak Prescott stay healthy this year, I see them, you know, 10, 11 wins, you know what I mean? Maybe 12 wins, something like that. But I'm thinking like probably like 10, 11 wins. You know what I mean? A playoff team, maybe a wild card, you know what I'm saying? And then play a playoff game or two and get bounced. You know what I'm saying? I think if Michael Parsons was there, that would be the same. They would end up in the same predicament. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Khan says 6 wins. 6 wins for them boys. Yeah, so but it's a dope little first game, bro. But I was supposed to come on live way earlier, bro, before this game, because I know everybody watching the game right now. So you feel me? Walter White, what's going on with you, man? You know what I'm saying? We finna get it in. I'm finna give my little predictions on the season and whatnot. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it. I think I'm on NFL.com. I got all the standings pulled up. feel me? I got the, you know what I mean? I got all the divisions pulled up, so I'm finna just go team for team and give my predictions on their record and kind of what they gonna do and what I think they gonna do, and you know what I mean? So I'm finna get it in. I'm finna just start from right where they at right here. AFC, the AFC East. Buffalo Bills. Saying we undefeated right now, so that's haters be hella. Hey, Goated, who your team? Who your NFL team, Goated? I forgot. Okay, Cincy. Okay. The Bengals. I love Joe Burrow. That's my boy right there. I think he's straight from out of that Joe Montana, Tom Brady lineage. You feel me? Yeah. I love me some Joe Burrow. All right. So, bam, I'm going to start with the AFC East, right? We're going to start in the AFC, and I'm going to start with the AFC East. So, Lord says soccer is the best sport in the world. Who care about the NFL? Well, you know, us Americans, you know, soccer is a big deal, but that's probably the least sport we give a damn about. Grady McDaniel, I got a question. Who is Deion Sanders and his sons treated like they are bad people? Why is it so much hate towards the Sanders? Deion Sanders was the best cover corner ever, and not in no scrutiny. Man, they just hating. That's all it is. It's some hate. Now, I would say this about Shiloh Sanders. Shiloh is a borderline NFL player, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he can if he get a chance, if somebody end up giving him a shot, because he got cut by the Buccaneers. If somebody give him a shot, then he can you know, he could probably do some things, you know what I mean, on the NFL team, but he's more of like a borderline kind of like NFL player. You know what I'm saying? He's not a bona fide NFL player like that. You know what I'm saying? So with Shiloh, it's just with him, it's just a matter of if somebody gonna be willing to give him a chance or not. With Shador, it's one of those things like his name is kind of like a little bigger than his game. You feel me? So now Shador, I think he can be a quality NFL quarterback, but I seen somebody. Yes, I'm gonna try to find it. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to find it right now. Hold on. Let me split this up so I can watch this game too at the same time. My bad. Yesterday. I had seen something on that Whatchamajig gotta do show, Gilbert Arenas. It's a part of the Gil's Arena platform, but he got a football show going on with him and Skip Bayless and Aqib Talib. You know what I'm saying? And yesterday they had Gerald McCoy on there, and he said something about Shador Sanders that I agree with. You know what I'm saying? So let me try to pull that up real quick and see if I can find that. But Shador, Shador, his game is probably, I mean, his name is probably a little bigger than his game right now, bro, to be honest. Now, I think that Shador is a more bona fide NFL player than Shiloh. You know what I'm saying? But Shador is probably getting a little bit more run as far as like his name. You know what I mean? Then really how good he is. I get if y'all kind of understand what I'm saying. Like basically, this is what Gerald McCoy was saying, and I agree with him. Basically, he was saying, like, bro, it is what it is. We understand that he was supposed to be a first-round pick and all that, a top 10 pick, but the fact of the matter is Shador Sanders was drafted in the 5th round. When you a 5th-round draft pick, it's like, bro, you play when you play. You play when you put them when they put you out there. Like you don't get like he a 5th-round pick. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if his last name wasn't Sanders, like if his last name was Johnson, if he was Shador Johnson, we wouldn't even be it wouldn't be no talk about whether he's a backup or a 3rd string or a 4th string or whatever. It would just be, hey, he's a 5th-round draft pick quarterback, and you know what I mean? He gonna get his chance whenever he get his chance. You know what I'm saying? Type situation. You feel me? So, but let me see. Man, let me see if I can find it real quick before I move on. Let me see what y'all saying. Shador is a backup level quarterback. People shouldn't be surprised he's a backup, especially at this stage in his career. For sure, he's a rookie. Like he'll get a shot to do his thing down the line, but he's a backup, bro. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So the hating just come from his last name and the family being Deion Sanders' sons, and you know, Deion was always, even though Deion is an upstanding man now, a man of God and all that, you know, the flamboyance of him and the way he played, and you know, is that's what people remember. And the NFL is just trying to let it be known, like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all, like y'all not, like, for example, I made this comparison a few lives ago when talking about this situation, like how LeBron did with Bronny, and they just basically just came in and strong-armed the league and strong-armed the Lakers, and just, you know what I mean? He was able to just basically bully the league and bully the Lakers into doing whatever he wanted to do. Like, the NFL ain't having that. You ain't bullying nobody. You ain't strong-arming nobody. We don't give a damn. We understand your dad is a Hall of Fame NFL player, one of the greatest players of all time, the greatest defensive back of all time. We understand all that. But, hey, this a whole new different, you know what I mean? You ain't him. So you going to have to earn yours type shit. Now, Shador has earned his. If you ask me, Shador has earned his place in the NFL. Is like Bronny James didn't, you know, he didn't really earn nothing, bro. That was just handed to him on a platter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? At least Shador actually played several years of college football, and he played at a high level. You know what I'm saying? Like, he actually earned his way into the NFL. It wasn't just handed to him because of who his daddy is. But still, it's still a little bit of that. It's still a little bit of that same kind of situation kind of going on. And NFL just letting me know, they letting it be known, like, yeah, we ain't doing that. You ain't finna come up in here. So, and you know what I mean? Just, you know, get special treatment and all that. Nah, the NFL don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that's about. You feel me? And then, you know what I'm saying, if you kind of look at Shador, he, you know what I mean, he do kind of, especially in college, you know what I mean, he did come off a little bit. I'm not saying he is, You know what I mean? If you got it, flaunt it, you know what I'm saying? But he did kind of come off a little cocky, you know what I mean? A little arrogant a little bit, you know what I mean, with the cars and the this and the that, and the attitude and the personality and all that. So they just trying to humble him. They just trying to put it, they just trying to put him in a they just trying to humble him. That's all it is. They just humbling that man. So but yeah. Hey, I'm over here at the little charge station over here, right? Over here by Facebook. And there's 3 chargers right here, right? But only one of them is working. The 2 that's on the outside, they out of service right now for whatever. So I just happened to get here when the last person that was charging, was pulling off. You feel me? So I just got lucky to be able to pull up in here and charge. Plus, I need the internet, you know what I mean, to be able to do Snax on Sportz. So I got lucky. But everybody walking up, you know what I'm saying? Everybody walking up looking to see, they looking at the charge station, you know what I mean, to see how much time I got left, how long I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here for a minute, big dog. You understand what I mean? So hey, y'all might as well go on to the next charger around the corner. But yeah. Let me see what y'all saying. Grady's stats don't matter for scouting as much as raw talent and decision making. No, straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Shedeur gonna have to earn that. And he played well that first preseason game. That second preseason game, not so much. But he a rookie. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about Shedeur, bro. Like, he's a rookie. He gonna, you know, don't expect to see Shedeur Sanders play a lot this year. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even think he's a backup. I think he's the 3rd string. You feel me? So, and Flacco is a good mentor. Flacco is a great mentor. You feel me? So, and do they still got Deshaun Watson on that team? I think they still got Deshaun Watson too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, I wouldn't expect to see Shedeur Sanders on the field at all this year. You know what I mean? Unless a couple quarterbacks get hurt, you know, or something like that. A meaningless game down at the end of the season, you know, that, you know, they can throw him up in there to just get some reps or whatever. My phone acting up. Anybody got a problem with Cleveland? Got a problem with Grady McDaniel said, anybody got a problem with Cleveland? Got a problem with me. Yeah, I ain't got no reason. I got a few teams around the NFL that I hate on, but Cleveland ain't one of them. Oh hell no, Deshaun gone. Take Shedeur to a special message. Hey, Shedeur need to go and stay away from Deshaun Watson, man. He gonna have the massage parlors, you know what I mean, getting them happy endings. You feel me? But before I get to this, let me find this little thing I was talking about, man. See if I can find it. It's halftime. Eagles up 21-20. 21-20. Let me see. Oh, I need to go to my subscriptions. I need to go to Gil's Arena. Only teams in the NFL I hate are the Chiefs, Cowboys, and Ratbirds. Who's the Ratbirds? The teams I hate are the Cowboys. Always the Cowboys, Gators. I say Gators, you know what I mean? I'm talking about the Raiders, but as a Niner fan, we always got we always got a rivalry going on against the Raiders. Cowboys. Oh, the Ravens. Okay. I never heard the Ravens referred to as that. You know what I'm saying? Out here on the West, you know what I'm saying? We got our own. So for us, our rivals have always been the Cowboys and the Raiders, right? But then you got certain short periods of time where other teams were rivals of ours too. Like for a while, the Seahawks. If you would have asked me that question, if I would have said who, you know, somebody would have asked me what teams I hate, if they would have asked me that 10 years ago, you know, I would have threw the Seahawks in there. Now, it's not that the Seahawks aren't our rivalry. It's just the Niners and the Seahawks haven't been like a 30, 40 year long kind of rivalry like the Cowboys. So when one of the teams aren't good, you know what I'm saying? That rivalry kind of loses its luster a little bit. But the Seahawks will be one of them. But I don't really feel the same, like the same passion of hate against them, you know what I mean, right now that I did when it was, you know, when Harbaugh was here, you know what I'm saying, Pete Carroll and all that. And then who's another one? Philadelphia at times has been during this Kyle Shanahan era, Philadelphia has sometimes been a little small rival of ours, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really feel I don't really feel a whole bunch of angst, you know what I'm saying, towards them. And then I would say the Packers, you know what I'm saying? Over the years, the Packers and the Niners have had, you know, kind of a little bit of something going on, but once again, not nothing that you know, when it was when Brett Favre was here, you know what I'm saying, was there, you know what I mean, with the Favre versus Steve Young in those days, and then, you know what I mean, recently, even when Aaron Rodgers was there, we was beating up on the Packers. You know what I'm saying? We would always beat up on the Packers. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Go to said, I'm born and raised in L.A., so the Rams always been a rival since they came back in town, plus the Super Bowl. Okay. So how you a Cincinnati? Because I know a lot of people, you know, got different teams, different way, but how did you become a Cincinnati fan if you from L.A.? I don't mind the Eagles. One of my favorite childhood memories is watching Super Bowl 52. Super Bowl 52, that would have been 8 years ago. Okay. So that was when you're talking about against the Patriots. Okay. Yeah, I'm from the Bay, so I always rooted for Tom Brady. So I didn't like that Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? But and you know, because Brady is from out here. I'm in Menlo Park right now. I'm right by Facebook and Instagram. Brady is from San Mateo, which is like 15 minutes away. It's about 15 minutes driving distance away from where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? The high school Tom Brady went to, I passed by there a lot. Sarah High School. It's an all-boy high school. And one of my white boy partners went there years ago. And it's crazy. Barry Bonds went to that same high school too. It's in San Mateo, California. So that's crazy. Barry Bonds and Tom Brady went to the same high school. Also, okay. So you said I was born in 2009. Damn, you young, boy. I was born in 2009 and started loving football at a really young age in the 2015 season. And at that point, there were still no LA teams. I fucking loved AJ Green and I loved the Bengals colors. Okay, that makes sense. That makes, damn, bro, 2009, you only a year older than my youngest daughter. You feel me? My youngest daughter was born in 2010. For you to be so young, bro, so you like me when I was that age. For you to be so young, your sports knowledge is pretty extensive, bro. You know what I mean? A lot of I would have thought you was a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? Before you told me that, I would have thought you was like probably like at least in your 20s. You feel me? But you definitely know your sports. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what's up. But yeah, let me find this real quick so I can move on. Gills Arena. Okay, right here. Gills. Okay, the arena right here. I want to go to the one from yesterday. Videos. Six hours. One day. Okay, right here. The Dallas Cowboys. Okay, right here. Right here. Right here. Since bruh brought it up, you feel me?
I definitely think he should start this weekend because if he did, that team would be. Who and Judy showed you through training camp, they love this kid because he's special. He got raised by the athlete I think was the greatest athlete in the history of sports. It's in his bloodlines.
Okay, I want to get to this Gerald McCoy part.
For this,
the preseason, you know what I'm saying? You can argue it. The preseason.
Oh, let me get to this.
We've been in training camp, killing our bodies. You get the preseason game, even though you want to play, you're not turning all the way on. Not when you like really. So when you go into a regular season, the speed completely changes. The mindset changes. Everything changes. Now, preseason games, for the fans who don't know, preseason games, kind of game plan. And this is back when me and Key played. They had 4 preseason games. The third game was the dress rehearsal. So we would go through like game planning and getting ready for a game plan. But
so Gerald McCoy, he basically giving his spiel. He basically giving his rundown on why on his take on Shedeur Sanders. You know what I mean? And why he feels like, because Skip Bayless is on some like, Shedeur is that dude, and you know what I mean, he should start, and you know, and all that. You know, Skip Bayless got the pom-poms, but Gerald McCoy perspective, like, you know, not hating on him, but just, you know, keeping it real, like look, Brody is, you know what I'm saying? Brody is he a 5th round pick. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it a little in perspective.
Wasn't a game plan.
Right.
When he's going to the regular season, they're going to be game planning for him.
Right.
The speed changes, the mindset changes, everything changes. If you believe, Skip, that Shedeur is built for this, why rush him? We live in a microwave society where we want to be satisfied so quick. A person had one good year and it's like, oh, let's rank him top 10. What happened to the times of development? Shedeur, a big issue with him is holding the ball. You know why he's holding the ball? Because he's not diagnosing the defense fast enough. There's a lot of times in that third preseason game, he had guys wide open. Get the ball out your hand. But what he's doing is I'm looking downfield. I'm trying to make a play instead of making B play. Making a play and making B is completely different. If Shedeur is built for this.
Go to say, what got me into football and sports in general was Malcolm Butler at the goal line. Hey, listen. And I mean, so for you was young because that was 2014. 5 years old. So Golden, let me ask you this. is your dad in the sports like that, or or was it somebody you was like watching that game with, or I'm assuming maybe it was to be some type of male figure that was that kind of like ushered you into. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so um man, listen, when that play happened, so you gotta imagine, I'm a 49er fan, right? But I have always been a Tom Brady fan. Okay. And even Tom Brady grew up a 49er fan because he's from here, right? So I was rooting for the Patriots to win that Super Bowl. And once they finally came back in that game and took the lead, I was like, cool. Finally, it looked like Tom Brady finna get number 4, because if you remember, you know what I'm saying? You don't remember per se because you was too young, but well, you wasn't even born in 07, but in 07 they lost Super Bowl to the Giants after going undefeated. And the next time they got back to the Super Bowl was 2011, and they lost to the Giants again. So at that point, he had been to 5 Super Bowls, but he had lost 2 in a row, so he was 3-2. So it was like, so once 2014 came around and they had came back in that game, and it looked like they was getting ready to win before the Seahawks got the ball and drove down there. I was like, okay, cool. Brady finally finna get number 4. You know what I'm saying? And then they marching down there. And then when that catch happened, it was a, I don't remember exactly who it was, but somebody made because in both of those previous 2 Super Bowl losses, the receiver from the opposing team made a miraculous catch on the winning drive, to defeat the Patriots. It was David Tyree with the helmet catch in 07. And then it was Mario Manningham with the sideline tiptoe catch in 2011. Okay, so I forget who it was for the Seahawks on that drive. Somebody made another kind of like catch that was like, can you believe this? Like, you know what I'm saying? And so as they driving, bro, once they got down there to like the 2-yard line, I'm watching the game, bro. I'm like, man, this nigga finna lose, bro. They finna lose again. This finna be 3 Super Bowl losses in a row. Boy, when I'm talking about when that Malcolm Butler play, bro, that was in all my years of watching sports, definitely in the NFL, that was the single most like exciting play, bro, that I ever seen, bro, because the thing about it, bro, when it happened live, I didn't even realize that I had to see it on the replay. I heard bruh say interception, and I kind of like jumped up, and at this time, me and my wife was in between places to stay. So we had just moved from Foster City, and we was looking for our next place to stay. So we was living with my grandmother at the time, right? With my great grandmother around the corner from where I'm at right now, Menlo. And my great grandmother, you know what I'm saying? She's older. She's extremely religious and stuff like that. So like, but I like, so at her house, you got to like keep it down. You got to keep it quiet. You understand me? I'm in the back room watching the game, bro. When that happened, I'm talking about I lost it. I lost it. My grandmother yelling from the next room, boy, keep it down, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was running all through the house, bro. I couldn't believe what I just saw. I absolutely could not believe it, bro. Like, that was insane. The only other play in my lifetime that I can think about as watching a game live that kind of had a somewhat a similar feeling. Now, for me, it wasn't as big because it wasn't the Super Bowl, but it was the playoffs. This was way before you was born. This was 1998 when I was a teenager. Okay, 1998, Niners against the Packers. When Terrell Owens made the catch. Owens. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was playing against the Packers in the previous few years. Like, we kept losing to the Packers, bro. Like, we beat them in when I was a young kid. We beat them 94. So we won the Super Bowl, and then after that, that's when Brett Favre kind of started his run. You know what I'm saying? So we won it in 94, then the Cowboys won it in 95, and then the Packers won it in 96. But we kept losing to the Packers. In 98, what happened? We had the ball, we was driving, and we had to have that throw. Like, we had to have that. And Steve Young dropped back. If you go back and watch that play, if you get a chance to go to YouTube and Packers, Niners, 1998 playoff game, Owens catch, Terrell Owens catch, or whatever. If you go back and look at that play, Steve Young stumbles out of getting the ball. You know what I'm saying? When he got the ball hiked to him. Before I started this live, because the stream was tripping or whatever. But anyway, Steve Young stumbles. He gathers himself, and he throws the ball to the end zone to Terrell Owens, and Terrell Owens catches it in the end zone and gets crushed, and he holds on to the ball. And the crazy thing about that is, bro, that whole game, Terrell Owens had dropped, like, this is how I know it was meant to be. Like, Terrell Owens had dropped, like, I'm talking about 4 or 5 passes right in his breadbasket. He one of the most surest catchers in the league, and for whatever reason, he could not hold on to the ball. He kept dropping the ball. He had like 4 or 5 big drops. You feel me? And niggas just like, wow, bro, like, Terrell Owens keep dropping the ball. But the biggest, most hardest catch of the game, he caught it and held on to it. You know what I'm saying? So that play, that's probably the second most biggest moment that I seen live, actually watching the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that Malcolm Butler play, bro, like, that was because it was the Super Bowl, and that actually sealed the game. And it's like, bro, all they had to do was just hand it off to Marshawn Lynch, and they are back-to-back champions. And for whatever reason, bro, they said, nah. You know what I'm saying? We finna drop. But Bill Belichick, that was Bill Belichick, because they had prepared for that. So Malcolm Butler, once he seen formation that they got in, he already knew what they was getting ready to do. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, this that play coach was telling us about. Oh, they getting ready to throw it right here to Brody. So that's why he was able to jump it. But man, like, when it happened live, my eyes didn't register exactly what happened until like 2 or 3 seconds later. I heard the announcer say intercepted, but it still didn't register. And then like, but once it finally did, I was like, wow, bro. You know what I'm saying? Goda said, 2 plays like that for me. Dodgers game 1 of the World Series last year, and when Matt Ryan, I didn't pay attention to the World Series like that last year, so my bad on that one. Dodgers game 1 of the World Series last year, and when Matt Ryan hit the craziest buzzer beater for the Lakers and saved their season. Matt Ryan? When Matt Ryan hit the craziest buzzer beater for the Lakers and saved their season? Did you mean to say somebody else instead of Matt Ryan? I don't know nobody named Matt Ryan that played for the Lakers. But let me play this real quick so I can get to what I'm really trying to do this live about.
Why rush it? You got Joe Flacco. If your team, like you said, is a dumpster fire, then let the 40-year-old man take the fire. Let Shador sit back and learn. Okay, if he's a smart
QB2, or do you like him QB3?
I'm fine with him being QB3 because if he's as smart as you say, what he's going to do is I can call home. He's trained by Brady. He's watching Joe Flacco. So when certain situations are happening, Joe Flacco did this. Heck no, not doing that. Got it. Now he doesn't have to go through a practice week and prepare to play a game. I can see what preparation is like. I wouldn't do it like Joe Flacco. I would do it like this. Cool. Now I can take notes on that. I'm studying defense. Now I can do this. Now I can do this. Now he can learn how to play at the NFL level. Let Joe Flacco deal with this. Let him deal with this. And if he's built for it, when it's time, now I've learned and I've developed as a quarterback.
So he's talking about Shador Sanders.
A lot of teams, and Tom Brady said this, a lot of teams are looking at physical attributes. He can run, got a big arm, make this and this and this. Why is Zach Wilson the 2nd overall pick? Because he can throw the ball. He can't. So if you can't think, it does not matter in the league. Tom Brady wasn't a gifted athlete. His superpower, he said, was his mind. He's not snapping the ball or moving anything unless I know what I'm doing. A lot of these kids are just, all right, snapping it. Here's my read. What happens when they roll the safeties or when he's smart enough to know, okay, I'm going to cheat in a little bit because when
I want to get to the specific thing of what he said.
Game. Like, learn how to be a pro. When you're drafted, I think you will be. So you're going to.
That's your future.
It's not the future.
Okay, so if that's not the future, why the fuck do I give a fuck if he's starting or not? He's not part of what I'm trying to build, so why am I going to even waste the time putting him out there?
Because if you put a young guy out there, you can break who he is.
Pelicans were at the line, and the motherfucker misses both free throws, and we call timeout instead of letting LeBron AD Reeves hit him with the inbound and falling out of bounds in the corner, almost behind the basket. Ryan absolutely drills it. Who is Ryan? Who is Ryan? I'm lost. My bad, Golden. I'm lost. I don't know who you talking about when you said Ryan. My fault about that, but I am absolutely lost.
Mentally. If you put
then he's not ready then.
That's why you don't start him.
What I'm saying is if he's mentally not ready, then he's mentally not ready. It's no different. You hit it. I got to throw you in the ocean. Or you're going to sit him or not. You sitting there just
watching. Let me see. Hold on.
That means they were wrong here. This is the business of the ego at the point.
But let's say it is ego. Let's talk facts. Did Dylan Gabriel play good enough to be the number 2 quarterback?
Okay, hold on.
Did he play better than Shador?
I mean, he did. Okay. He got to play with the tools. Shit, he played solid.
Yeah.
They both played solid with the tools.
They both play solid. But this is what I'm saying.
Are you talking about?
Watch what he did in the first game.
Are you saying
he was 5 of 5 on 3rd down? That's big time.
Are you saying Austin Reeves looks like Matt Ryan?
Take the team down and y'all score a touchdown. Okay, what happened before that? Joe Flacco, 7-9, 67-yard touchdown. Dylan Gabriel come in, same thing. Shador gets in.
But Shador got in with the threes. Everybody was in with
you can't.
Hey, look, this is what I'm going to do.
Get in with.
But you
can
can.
say-
Yeah, you can.
He can.
Shit.
You can.
No, you can't.
The basket can.
What? You
The
said
basket can. If you flipped him, you put Shador in when he came in, Shador would have went.
This what I'm gonna do.
who he gets in with.
Okay.
So he control who he gets in with.
Got it.
But once he gets in, go watch it. He did not have to
Hold
throw the
on.
ball as much as he did. He took
I'm just
5
my
seconds.
phone is just
Yes,
acting
when
stupid.
you get in as a quarterback and you know your
Come
O-line is
on,
not
man.
very good. I don't care if you're a starter in the regular season. You're not going to hold this ball because you're going to get hit. He's still holding, looking.
Wow, bro. This thing ain't even doing what I'm. Hey, Goated. So look, stay right here, right? I'm finna restart my phone real quick. It's only gonna take me 2 minutes. It's gonna the stream is gonna look like it's not there no more for a minute or two, but it's gonna still be there. I'm gonna resume it. I'm gonna resume the stream as soon as my phone restarts. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta restart the phone because it's acting up. If I can't resume it, I'm gonna just restart this same stream. I'm gonna just restart a new stream. But I gotta restart this because it's gonna make the live run better. So just give me 2 minutes. My fault. And I'm gonna come right back to this. Hold on. Give me 2 minutes. No, restart. Damn, bro. Okay, here we go.
You know, this is Dak Prescott being really aggressive too. I mean, he is not settling for anything. When they backed up on their own 10-yard line at the end of the half, he was going for it.
This motherfucker won't even damn restart.
It's throwing the end zone. Let's go. We're playing the Eagles.